A few days ago, a clip was uploaded here of me walking over to one of my vehicles, and it's very clear I was not walking normally, and a few of you guys were very confused and concerned, so I'm going to lay it out here very clear for all of you. About a year and a half ago, I was run over broad daylight, and didn't turn out too good for me. Of course, I'm still above ground, thank God for that, but I have since been diagnosed with suicide disease, and I didn't give it that really cool, badass metal name. The doctors did. It's called CRPS, Complex Regional Pain Syndrome. And to describe it to you guys, it's like, think acid, broken glass, and fire ants being on your skin and in your veins at all time to varying degrees, and you can't get it off or stop it, or else you make it worse. And the best part is there's no actual medication for this diagnosis. So I go to the doctor numerous times a week, and I try different therapies that work to varying degrees again, and it never goes away. That's why a lot of patients that get diagnosed with this end up, trying to take matters in their own hands. And I make light of the situation because if I don't laugh about it, I will cry. So I've shared some of what I'm going through in little pieces and fragments here on this channel and throughout the content that I produce for you guys. And speaking of pieces and fragments, you know, that's kind of how my life has felt this year and a half. It hasn't really felt whole. And that's why I did have to take matters into my own hands. But instead of doing something that is objectively negative, I decided to try to do something and make something positive out of it. And that's where the damage doctrine came into play. I've told you guys about this, and it starts right now. This is module 0, and you're here for it. Everybody gets hit out of left field. Everybody has something happen to them that they don't expect. Everybody has something that really hurts. And the ugly truth of the matter is, you don't get to choose the pain. You don't get to choose what happens to you all the time, but you can choose what to do with the pieces. So we're gonna pick up the pieces right now and pay attention to a part that most people overlook or skip entirely, and that's acceptance. Now I know what you're thinking. It's like, okay, acceptance, that's one of the final stages of grief, isn't it? But this isn't like emotional acceptance or theoretical acceptance or some woo-woo crystal loving bullshit. This is like tactical, strategical acceptance. You've been hit, you need to fix it, but you can't fix it until you know where it's broken. And listen, when I say acceptance, I'm not saying like, well, everything happens for a reason. You feel terrible, you can't walk normally, you can't sleep properly, you can't go to the bathroom without assistance, but hey, everything happens for a reason, right? Now, I'm not saying that. I'm actually not saying that at all. The acceptance I'm talking about is the understanding of where you are actually. It's noticing that I am not who I used to be. I am not able to do the things I did before. I'm not going to pretend that I am, and I'm sure as hell not going to drag some dead, broken identity throughout the future, hoping that I can somehow just fall back into the person I was when that person's gone. So if you're still watching this and you're interested in Module 0, then congratulations, you get to ask yourself this one brutal question. Where did my life actually break? And I'm not saying, where does it hurt? I'm saying where it broke, actually. Where did a version of you end? Where did you lose something that you thought was 100% permanent? And listen guys, I'm not actually talking about necessarily like a physical injury, ailment, or illness. It could be betrayal. It could be losing someone. It could be failing in a way that you never thought possible. Fact of the matter is, everyone has a break. Most men don't want to admit it though. Now mine was very clear. You could mark it on a calendar and you could look at it on an x-ray, but yours might not be so clear, which is why we have to ask that question. Where did your life break? I'm really making you pay attention to it. I'm really making you look at it in the face, because how are you going to rebuild from an area that you refuse to stand in? And again, guys, this isn't some woo-woo self-help bullshit. This isn't weakness It's not a group therapy. This is literally orientation. I'm trying to find you on a map so that you can look at it and figure out where we go from here. Because listen, guys, in my case, it's been a year and a half, okay? And I realize now I've spent most of that time lying to myself and pretending that I'm almost back. Because that's what I thought I had to do, right? To lie, to tell myself I'm good to go, I got this. All the while, you know, feeling so much pain at times that I feel like I'm going to piss myself sometimes. And I'm a 36-year-old man, and like, I've had to have conversations with medical professionals about perhaps wearing diapers, which is not where I'm at right now, but I mean, that's a sobering thought, right? But hey, whatever, fuck it. So yeah, I fell hard. This is the fall, and I haven't had the easiest go of it recently, but I don't have to stay down. Now that I've asked myself the question, I've looked at the break, I can rise with intention, and so can you. But not until we accept that we're not who we used to be, but maybe we can be better. So herein lies the creed of Module 0. I accept the fall so I can rise with intention. So guys, this is the beginning of the Damage Doctrine, and I thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you found some value in this. I know it's kind of an uncomfortable conversation, but listen, I have my largest following here, and I hope I can help at least one person out there who's struggling. Maybe not with the same thing I am, but with something, because I know that it is not easy out there, guys, but we don't have to give up. So that was Module 0. Next up is Module 1, the Wake Up Protocol. This is where the real work starts. So stay with me here, guys. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed, and stay in the fight. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time, I just tell it.